Whoop, 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 whoop. Hello. Hello. A whopping 40 seconds early. Hell yeah. What up? Okay. Ooh, that's actually worse. Never mind. Lighting, folks. Bum 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 bum.
Kadir Akas said, hello from Turkey.
Hello, welcome. How are you on this fine day? Gonna go ahead and get started. Not good, not bad.
Kadir Akas said, not good and bad.
Neutral is fine too. Where is my Discord gone?
Kadir Akas said, sorry I am not good when there is no subtitle.
That's alright, that's no need to worry. I'm just kind of waiting for more people to stop by, and I will explain what I'm doing. Lovely. It's getting chilly. And I'm wearing my sweater.
Kadir Akas said, I know English is my second language but watching you when I don't understand what you say is good for me dads.
I mean, for me, the best way to learn a new language is just to surround myself with it. So, yeah, probably on a good row. All right, I'll just get started. So, I want to do a bunch of upgrades to this guy. I don't know how many of them I'll be able to actually do today, but I'm hoping to, number one, have a ring light that I can actually use with it, because currently I don't have any of the lights, because on the previous stream I accidentally sent 12 volts through some LED lights and they are no longer with us. RIP. So the main idea is add like a little ring light that will go here.
Snail said, how far are we in?
What up? I just started. So today's project is adding a ring light to my telescope, just a little one, like maybe yay big. I'm hoping there's enough of like a thread here to like attach it properly. And the second thing I want to do is convert it to USB-C because the USB, what is it, micro B that's on here is actually very inconvenient because I don't have any long non-power only cables for micro B. So ring light, USB-C, and if that works, great. Now for the LEDs, I might have a little bit of a struggle because I think I only have 12-volt LEDs. Now, I've got a whole box of LEDs. I don't really want to use like really fancy addressable LEDs because way overkill, right? These are white LEDs, but they are 12 volt. I have some, these are RGB LEDs again, but they're 12 volt, but those are just regular strips.
Snail
These
said,
are,
how is the new house treating you?
the new house is kind of chilly right now. That's why the hoodie's on. It's chilly. Jamie's nodding in agreement. It's getting chilly. The winter is coming in England.
Kadir Eka said, can you do your electronic version?
Electronic version of what? House heating? That's unlikely. That's a lot of watts I don't want to touch. These are another 12-volt LED strip. Oh my god, do I not have any? These are addressable, 5-volt addressable LEDs, so that's nice. I had a whole bunch, I mean, no, not this, that might not work. I had a whole bunch, I had a 5-volt LED strip somewhere. I know because I got it off of Temu. And if anybody saw the Temu video, it was in it. I just don't. I just don't know where I put it. I might have chucked them out, but it seems unlikely.
Claudio said, infrared LEDs and you solve it.
Infrared LED and it's gone. Why is your message redacted? And you solve the... Well, I've got some UVC LEDs, but those are for
Claudio
a project
said,
I've been
infrared
working.
LEDs and you solve the heating problem too.
Oh, fair. I've got UVC LEDs, but those are for different projects that will or will not happen. It's been happening for like over a year now, so...
Paul Sackett said,
we'll see.
You could parallel 3 LED strips and use 5 volts.
Yeah, I could. But I know I had a 5-volt LED strip, so now I'm on a hunt. It's not here. Crud. Could it be in here? Can you guys even see me down here? No, you can't. Okay, cool. And we'll come back up momentarily. Alright, well, I guess I do not have it. Bummer. I mean, we'll do what we can with what we have, right? We can use the 12-volt white LED strip. How bright are these guys? These are like, again, from the Temu video, these are LED, what are they? Strings? LED, warm light. No name. I can tell you that it's 130 mil. They're like LED strands, and I think they are 5
Kadir
volt.
Eka said, can you do your LED by using a little bit epoxy? I just wonder it.
Can I do my lead with a little bit epoxy? Ooh. Well, that's brighter than I expected. That's brighter than I remember. Will that work? I think that might just work. Ooh. Did we just... no, it's smoking. I don't think these are 5 volts. I think these might just be 3.3 volts. It smells smoky. I apologize.
No, you had to shove your nose over it to find out that it was smoky.
Well, I was more checking how much heat it's actually like generating. It's very bright, and now I have like a nice ring light of light. Okay, we can deal with 3.3 volts. We can step that down. It does not say 3 volts on here. Oh, we can put multiple in series, right? That's how that works. Or parallel? Series or parallel? Ooh, that one's got a these have like a silicone coating on them. You know what would be useful right now? The microscope. Let's see if we can put two of these together. They have like a very tiny notch indicating positive and negative. Let's gross.
I thought it was far away enough. I'm so
Gross. How is everyone today, by the way?
Kadir Aka said, will you do your electronic schematic for LED and other something or just try?
No, I'm just gonna try. I'll do schematic. Bright. So bright. Seems bright enough. What if I put it in this way and this way, and now kiss, and now that's not enough voltage. Will 5 be enough? Now 5's not enough. God damn it. Okay, well, we're going with 3 volts, and we'll just have to step down the 5 volts coming in. Right. How will we I also need to like design and print an enclosure to actually hold the LEDs. So something like, oh wow, is that like the perfect, it's like the perfect ring light size for this. It's the perfect ring light size. Ooh, that's so good. So I can either step it down, or I can use the 12 volt strips and step it up. Which one looks better? Let go. Power supplies on my right. Right. And you have to go to 12 volts, right? Oh, that's kind of disappointing, honestly. That looks disappointing. Let's not go with this one. Okay, well, decision made. We're going with these ones. Back in the box of LEDs you all go, to maybe be seen one day.
Kadir Aka said, how will you know this LED let your camera visibility will be good, and is this color suitable?
That's a good question. Right, let's do a test. I will plug in my camera. Doo-doo. This is the problem I'm trying to solve today. It's the shortness of this stupid ass cable, because I don't have a longer one. USB camera. Hold on with me for just a second as I tell OBS that this is in fact a camera and that it should be seen as such.
Kadir Aka said, I can give you my cable if you are in Turkeyistan.
Unfortunately, I'm nowhere near. Okay, right. Okay, so that's currently, it's currently very out of focus, but that is what my camera is seeing. There we go. Like a pretty decent camera, actually. Okay, let's prop you up so you can. I guess I'd want you looking down, but it doesn't make sense because you're not looking at anything particular. Can I put something here? Where are we? Here. No, I have no idea where this camera is looking. Yeah, here. And if I focus on that, there it is.
Paul Sackett said, Instead of making it USB-C, you could just hardwire it.
I like the being able to unplug it part too. Okay. I think that'll work. Right? Hold on, I need OBS to show me a full screen image. Without, with. Yeah, I think that will work if it's around the lens. And for the most part, everything is going to be, damn it. For the most part, everything that we will be looking at with the microscope will be pointing down. So we can just kind of have that be there, I think. And if I can focus.
Kadir Akas said, can you try it with a electronic to see its visibility on SMD? Yeah, let's try some of that.
Focus. Uh-oh. Camera need.
Kadir Akas said, it is important to read smallest SMD name and informations.
Hold on, I need to deactivate and activate my camera. Let's see, what is... there we go, that's pretty small there. The only problem is I have to hold it steady as. And you try holding a microscope steady. Okay. We'll have to not look at the focus too much right now because that is not something I can tackle at the moment. So that's with, without, with. I like it. It makes the gold look golder. Yeah, I think that works. Gives it a nice warm tone. Yeah, that works. Okay, let's unplug that before it, cool. So now we just have to make that into a
Paul
ring
Sackett
light.
said, looks good.
Indeed it does. Right, I need to put those in the LED box. Bum bum ba bum bum bum.
Circuit Vibes said, hi.
Hello, Circuit Vibes. That's a cool username. How are you? Right, so now we just need a way of attaching this to this. So I'm thinking, is that an M3?
Kadir Akas said, just show it on a SMD. I think you can do a electronic to set light by using potentiometer. Circuit Vibes said, I'm good, thanks.
Cool. So I'm thinking there is like a nice little divot here where I might be able to like screw in with like a like M3 screws. I'm thinking like maybe 3 M3 screws to hold it tight, and it'll be kind of like a little cone going down. I'm not jerking my my microscope. I'm just saying that's how it would
Pyro
be.
said, hello.
Hello, Pyro. Welcome to me jerking the microscope stream. What a time to show up. Actually, basically the same way this is, because that's how actually this attaches. I wonder where I got that idea from. No ideas are original, but okay. Yeah, that works. Okay. I guess we'll have to do... Printing's going to take a while, so I think I want to model this first. So let me absolutely get rid of everything from my desktop, even though some of it I do wish to be able to see.
Kadir Akas said, you are genius. Pyro said, what is the project?
Well, if you were here at the beginning, you would know. Now you will simply have to figure it out. No, I'm kidding. We're making changes to this microscope.
Paul Sackett said, where did you get the microscope and stand from? Pyro said, well, I was not.
I'm doing some changes to this microscope. So I'm adding a ring light and then I'm converting it to USB-C so that I can plug it in easier, because this is the longest USB type B cable that I have, which is not ideal because, it's very short. So I want to convert it to USB-C so that I don't have to deal with that anymore. Where did you get this microscope? So Endon Star actually sent it to me like a long time ago, like back at the first place. It's a decent microscope. I would like to upgrade, but I don't feel like I need to upgrade. It does a really good job. So like I'm not too mad about it. My biggest pet peeve about
Kadir
it.
Akas said, can you give hide it to anyone who watch you now?
Can I gift it to anyone who watches you now? I don't think I fully understand what you mean. Yeah, Top Don is the people that gave me a thermal camera. Endon Star sent me this a while ago. My biggest pet peeve with it is honestly the micro SD card. It's so flippin' annoying to try to put it in and take it out for recording. Just very annoying. But anywho, I digress. Right, don't look at anything on this side because that's all secrets. Let's do this. So, let's have a doodle. So I'm thinking, there's the shaft. I'm really not helping myself with the, I want that, and like maybe, I'm thinking something a little bit funky.
Pyro said, ah yes, the shaft.
Ah, goody. Right, yeah. I want something like that, I think. Maybe if I do 2 strands of it, it would be slightly nicer. Like that, like that, like that, and we'll have screws going in here, screws going in here, and screws going in here. Does that make sense? This is what I'm aiming for. Right? Cool, I'm glad that makes sense. Let's model the tip of this microscope. Not telescope, we ain't looking at the stars. So let's see. This bit is a whopping...
Pyro said, tip of the shaft.
34.8 millimeters, not centimeters. Let's grab a circle. 34.79. Nope, 80. Yes. Am I doing this the wrong way? The answer is yes. The answer is always yes, because I never design anything the correct way. Okay, how big is that bit? It's a ledge. Can't measure it properly. Stop it. Get some help. 2.8.
Pyro said,
2.8?
that's why, hot, glue exists.
What, so I don't have to tape it? So I don't have to use screws? 2.6. And then we've got a slightly narrower bit, which is where the screw is going to go. And that is 33.6. So we'll do a sketch on top of this sketch. Sorry, on top of this plane. 33.6. Beautiful. And that extrudes for 2.78. It's an oddly specific number. Well done, Endon Star Designers. 2 point... I'm gonna go 8 because I don't think it matters too much. And then on top of that, we're going back to the same number as before. So we'll just project this part. And from here, we're gonna go up by 3.6. 3.6. Beautiful. And now it's gonna be kind of tricky because we want to go up by...
Kadir Aka said, how do you imagine to make 3D version of lamp, because I face hard time when learning to create 3D print. I know this guest irons is a bit stupid, but I wonder.
How do you imagine to print a 3D for lamp? A lot of it is practice. A whole bunch of it is practice. Sorry, did I say 3.6? Did I already extrude? I already extruded that part. Never mind. I want this part. 5. Oh my god! How can I not? How do I measure that? So silly. I'm gonna go 5.2 and deal with the consequences. It does taper up though, so we're gonna do a fancy one. We're gonna do a, what is this called? An offset plane, and we're going to raise it up by set amount. Right, and now on top of this plane, we're gonna start a sketch like so, and we're actually going to make it the size of the lens cup here, which is 32.3. 32.3. And we're going to extrude it by 2.7. Like so, 2.7. But now we have a missing gap. Oh no! Well, we're going to utilize the loft tool. So we're going to select object 1, plane 1, and plane 2, and you see it does it for us. The loft tool is a much more complicated tool than that, but that is it in simplicity. I'm going to extrude this off by a tiny bit more just to be fancy with it. Let's go there so I know what it is. Cool. Right. Do I even need to use screws? Can I just do like a fancy like mechanism? I think I can do like a fancy mechanism thing. I'm thinking if it's just like some teeth that kind of move out the way but also like sink in, you know what I mean? Let me doodle. This is not a good drawing surface. Chill on the floor. I'm thinking I don't know how printable that would be though. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to show you what I'm doodling. So that's kind of what I'm thinking, where it's kind of like, am I even, oh wait, hold on. I don't have a button to quickly change scenes. I'm thinking kind of like a little, it kind of goes like up, and like clicks around. So there's like little hooks all around the thing, and they like pop in, and I can pull them down if I need to, but for the most part it will like suck in and hold on, hopefully. I think that should work, right? And it saves me having to use screws. Transition. So let's do... I think let's try it. It's worth a go, right? Maybe we'll do like a test print. I was planning not to do a test print just because... Oh, okay, hold on. I'm going to go warm up the printer because it takes a hot minute.
Pyro said, depends on how you print it, as it can easily snap off.
Oh, that is true. What filament am I using? White PLA. Okay, everybody remember that white PLA is in slot number 2.
Paul Sackett said, you could make a threaded sleeve. It would make the light distance adjustable.
Ooh. I could. But then I would need a thread on here because there isn't one. I could, but I don't particularly see myself adjusting the distance too
Pyro
much
said,
because for the
or
most
make it
part,
magnetic.
I don't know, that comes off. A magnet would not solve my problem. This isn't metal. This part specifically I think is aluminium. Aluminum? Yeah, this part's aluminum.
Get Lifty said, hello, hello, hello.
What up, what up, what up? How you doing, Monsieur Lifty? Could be magnetic. I like my hook idea. But printing direction is kind of a pain. However, I don't actually think that
Get Lifty
this
said,
is...
good, how about yourself? Pyro said, hello at Get Lifty.
I don't actually think that this is a particularly strenuous bump, so I don't think it's going to break even if it's printed upright, which is what I'm planning to do. So, okay, yeah, we'll do that. We'll design that, and I'm sure GetLifty will find ways of telling me how I'm doing it wrong, but we'll figure it out. Yeah, let's do a testy test. A testy test. I'm gonna go the long way of doing
Pyro said,
everything.
let's see if this breaks my script. Hand pink waving. Get Lifty said, always here to provide helpful encouragement.
That did not break the script. Was it meant to? Little do I know that triggers something in the background where it's no, it just keeps
Pyro
trying
said,
to ping the
hooray.
backwood.
Pyro said, no, just testing XD.
Testing on the main branch. Testing in prod. 10 out of 10 Pyro.
Pyro said, testing on production.
Is there, okay, I don't know, do you guys know, is there a flat version of the fillet tool? Like, you know how on on 3D shapes we have fillet and chamfer? Is there a chamfer version on Sketch? Because we have fillet. Oh my fucking...
Get Lifty said, can I be honest, I also never knew this was a thing.
That makes me feel a little bit better, yes. What is the simplest version of testing this? I want to say...
Get Lifty said, I usually just raw dog it with a straight line.
Yeah, that's what I used to do
Pyro
too.
said, speaking of testing on production, I do have a job interview this Thursday, for a software testing position.
Hell yeah, let's go. You're gonna nail it. Everybody say, let's go, Pyro. You got this, Pyro. We believe. And if you don't get it, we can spam the company and call them rude slurs in Dutch. I will make. Do I have this printer going? This printer's going to be so much faster warming up, though. I want to send it downstairs, but the 10-minute warm-up makes me really not want to send anything that's like a
Kadir
quick
Aka
test
said,
print.
Elo from World, Dunya, Pyro good luck in job interview.
Hell
Pyro
yeah.
said, laughing face.
Oh, I didn't fix this since it was... I haven't fixed this printer since the last stream. It's still somewhat broken. Everybody like for the broken printer? Hell yeah. I feel like I should have this sound be played every time.
Guest at V said, hi, is everyone good?
Hello, how are you? We are doing fine. I feel like I should have that sound be played every time Max enters the chat. Right. Let's load Filamente. Load Filamente. Load PTG
Pyro said,
Filamente.
on Twitch that should be possible.
Why not YouTube? I mean, if... Oh, you mean when he entered... Okay, yeah. Desk is unfortunately not... We don't have Desk yet. I think tomorrow's Twitch live stream is going to be me trying to... Well, try to get some of the stream commands back up. Because I think we really do need them back.
Pyro said, sad face.
Tomorrow's Twitch
Pyro
live
said,
stream.
smiley face.
Pyro's bipolar. Continue. Suck it up, suck it up. Right, so I want to mirror this.
Pyro said, sound underscore sad bro. Kadir Aka said, don't afraid my master, you can solve your mistake.
Boop. Boop. And let's extrude this by, I want to say like 3.
Pyro said, you still didn't add my sound XD.
We'll do it tomorrow. 3 p.m. Twitch.tv. Rude. Tomorrow on Twitch.tv. Be there or be square. We'll be Playing sad pyro noises on loop. We'll play sad pyro noises on loop until Pyro is happy. Okay, I'm going to print this test piece like so. This is absolutely not the way I'm going to print it in when it comes to it, but hopefully that's not an issue. Is it the correct color? Yes, it is. Let's chuck that in there. Right, I need to edit the filament presets a little bit. Let's change the bit. Oh, I didn't change it to PETG copy. Is that the correct? Yeah, cool.
Kadir Akas said, you can solve all problem like Master Yoga.
And send to printer. Okay. I think this would work. Okay. I guess whilst that test piece is
Georgi
printing.
Shilvashvili said, I believe in you.
Thank you. Okay. Let's open this up. What screwdriver is it? Regular. My people. Whoop. Whoop. Oh, another annoying. Well, I say annoying. It's.
Pyro said, where are the bubbles? Thevinjit said, I thought this was like a game you were working on Facebook ?
Oh, it kind of is a game. Should be on. It might take a second to load. No, we're kind of, the project today is upgrading this microscope to I'm gonna go get a towel. Do we have a I don't oh no. This shirt will do. Bubbles.
Georgi Shilvashvili said, bubbles.
That only works for Patreon supporters, I'm afraid. But you can be the lowest tier of Patreon supporter and you'd get it too.
Pyro said, almost.
What do you mean, almost?
Pyro said, or a super chat.
Or a super chat. Wait. Yeah, no, that should work too. I forgot we had super chat as an option. I need a plastic prying tool because they added clips. I should really check the battery life on those. Oh, two dots, we're fine. There it is. Okay, let's unplug the screen and whatever that is. Oh, the keypad. Set that aside. And that is the brain of the operation. There's really not a lot in there, just like here. Oh, I should get my screw holder before I lose them. Oh. How hard is it to convert USB-B into USB-C? It should
Pyro
be
has
pretty
said,
easy,
oof.
right? Why didn't I read that? Oh, goddammit, Pyro, are you in Twitch chat? Get out of Twitch chat.
Pyro has said, it did, laughing face. Kadir Akas said, who are you Pyro?
Pyro is a friend
Pyro
of
has
mine.
said, I will never.
Pyro is a moderator and a friend. Oh, it does have it. Is that a microphone? I want to say that's a microphone, right? So one of the most annoying things about this, well, not one, but it's an inconvenient thing when I'm recording videos.
Kadir Akas said, it will be able to subscribe you if you say who you are.
It doesn't record sound, which is fine because it's a microphone, because it's a microscope. But it makes it really annoying when I need to like synchronize the footage.
Pyro said, it's a me, tongue sticking out.
So I think I can't be certain, but that to me looks like a way to add a microphone. But I don't think it would. I don't think it would though. I don't know if they've got it like programmed or anything. Right, USB-C. Oh goody, now I have to find all my USB-C type stuff.
Get Lifty said, 2 years later I still believe the microscope is just a repurposed dashcam PCB. Kadir Akas said, you cannot be you can be a god who create this matrix.
Don't give him that much power, Jesus. The last thing Pyro needs is that much self-positivity. Just imagine Pyro in front of a mirror in the morning saying his affirmation, I am a god.
Fedinjit said, well not be able to subscribe if you didn't say who you are? Pyro said, I do have some power.
Where did I put my USB-Cs? That it? Ooh, yeah, no, that's it. Okay, I've got a single USB-C breakout board. So let's not break it. Data plus, data minus, voltage. It should get 5 volts off the bat, right?
Pyro said, if only you had like a system that lights up the bin. Kadir Akas said, you have all power of universe Pyro.
It should be as easy as just taking those wires and just putting them on here, right? However, I will have to like extend these somewhere else. So how am I putting this in the case? I've not thought about where the USB-C is going to go in the case yet. Let's have a closer look. So that goes there, I guess. It's kind of a big PCB.
Get Lifty said, quoting you saying it should be easy for future reference.
It might just go there. Ooh, it fits in underneath. Yep. That's fine. Yeah, I think it would go there. If it can sneak in under here. Oh, but there's a screw hole there. Rawr. That is annoying. I still think it might just work. I'm a tad bit skittish because I don't know how much room the USB
Pyro
cable
said,
will take
don't
up.
you have like the smaller USB-C breakout?
No, I don't have a smaller one. I have unless you know something I don't think I have a smaller USB-C breakout. I have micro B breakouts. Ooh, that might actually come in handy. Actually, yeah, that might come in handy because this tells me this comes in handy because this tells me the actual like the cable pins of
Pyro
the thing.
said, micro B are shit.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm swapping it. Good news. My test print. I lost it. My test print is done. So, does that work the way I intend it to? Oh, kinda. I think I have a little more slop than I was expecting. But yeah, if that was all the way around, and there was many of them, I think that'd be fine. Right? I think that would be just fine. Let's come back to this. Let's go back to Fusion. Transition.
Pyro said, and else, hot glue.
If else, hot glue. Okay, let's get rid of this then. And let's, did I extrude this by 3? 4. Okay, yeah, that works. Let's get rid of this as well. Let's move you, I want to say, because that's going to be middle. Okay, so let's move, huh? What? What did I, huh? Oh, God. No. No. There are many reasons I hate parametric modeling. Right, let's move you up here by -2. I moved you the wrong way. Move you up here by -2. Minus. I didn't know that saying minus minus subtracts the minus. That's an interesting discovery. Okay, and now we can do those kind of all the way around. So if I do a pattern, a circular pattern, and then we follow the axes of the peen, and we'll do yeah, why not? Let's have some fun. 7 of them. And we'll do and right, so ideally from here to maybe he yeah, that works. Well, that looks awful, but it should do the job. Can I make this more printable? This doesn't feel like a very printable shape. It isn't a very printable shape, but also it doesn't need to be specifically that shape.
Elmas Guzman said, what you making? Thinking face. Fine Quasar 17 said, hi Mello, I have your stream open on my car computer as background while I do Uber Eats deliveries.
Oh, sick. That's kind of cool. Wait, you have a computer in your car? Is it like your dash computer, or like you have a separate like actual gaming rig in the car? That's kind of cool. Oh, thanks for coming. That's pretty cool. Yeah, let's make this more printable, because currently this is way too much of a ba-bump bump. I could just go all the way down here.
Get Lifty said, we may be about to see the first Mellow Labs related vehicle crash.
The delivery driver was distracted whilst going 50 miles an hour in a school zone. Please don't do that.
Kadir Akas said, can you film a course which you teach making 3D?
Oh god, no. I barely know anything about 3D. That would be the most... if I ever do that, it is nothing but a money grab. I will... absolutely not. I know nothing about 3D. No. I appreciate the confidence in me, but no. Your money is better spent on Skillshare, not a sponsor. Yet. But if somebody at Skillshare wants to get in touch, let me know. I could use some of those courses myself. I don't even need all this. What am I doing? I just need it to
Pyro
be like
said,
down here.
I like Udemy. Kadir Akas said, I wanted to say making 3D something because I need to use my new 3D machine. Kadir Akas said, Ziods.
Let's get rid of all that. We don't need that. You are also worthless.
Pyro said, confused mellow noises.
Nuh-uh. I'm not confused. I know what I'm doing. Sometimes. It might be true that today is not one of those days, but sometimes I know what I'm doing. How long has it been?
Kadir Akas said,
Oh my God,
Mellow
it's already been an
_labs
hour.
is more good teacher than all teacher of Udemy.
Oh. Oh dear.
Pyro said, are you really?
I'm such a good teacher. I'm so good. I know all the things. Like
Kadir Akas said, yeah baby.
knowledge. I know knowledge. What was I, okay. I mean, we could follow the shape of this. There's no reason why not. Can I do a doop 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 doop?
Kadir Akas said, please master teach me everything like Yoga Master.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope. I was picking out a book to read today. Yes, I read. One of them was a Star Wars book, and I was like, tempting, but no. I didn't even know Star Wars was a book. Learn something new every day. Let's give that a fancy little curve. Beautiful. 10 out of 10 curve. That's a good curve.
Kadir Akas said, Milo Yoga Master is new version of Yoga Master.
I'm more of a I'm more of a Groot. Not Groot. Honestly, yeah, Groot. That I'm as good at teaching as Groot. The f happened? What do you? Oh, I hate parametric design. Good enough. So now I can do that, and we can do... Yeah, we need to extrude this both ways by 2. By 2. Yes. And now we can do pattern, circular pattern on the axes of blue. On the blue axes. Oh my god, can you? On the blue axes. And we're gonna do a few of them. Sure. That many. Yes.
Fine Quasar 17 said, it's a Intel NUC with Raspi touchscreen.
Oh, sick. Got any games? If I order something on Deliveroo, do you reckon I'd get him? Which area are you delivering in?
Fine Quasar 17 said, in the pace of my radio as the stock one broke.
Ah, sick. That's cool. I wanna touch it there. Let me touch it there. Boop. Boop. Was that hard? Okay, and now we can bring this up by... Was it 3? 3 looks about right. But we want to get rid of you, because that will complicate things. We want to join. Yeah, look at that crown. Hell yeah. Okay.
PCTS 99 said, what ya making?
I am adding... do I need to be... Oh, why do you have to open a new one every time? Discard. I am upgrading my microscope with some better lighting and USB-C. I kind of just have to send this. It's not the full part, but it is a test. It's a test part. I don't need all of these knobbies. I can remove some of them. Let's remove some of these knobbies since it's a test. Let's edit. Let's do less of them. Let's do 5 of them. Yes, I just used a parametrical design feature. Many wows. I will never do it again, I promise. Doop. And print. And that is 15 minutes. Fantastic. Let's shoot that off to the printer. And if this part is successful, I think we can kind of YOLO the finished
Get Lifty said,
bit.
brings a tear to my eye seeing you designed parametrically like a big boy.
I thought you were supposed to be condescending, not a proud father. Right. Let's have a look. What can we do here? Wait, what the fuck? Why does this have a... This has a headphone jack hidden under a sticker. Why? I want to say AV port, but it doesn't say.
PCTS99 said, remote trigger. Pyro said,
Potentially.
that sticker will not be there if you get the Pro model.
There's a Pro model? There's a model
Get
with
Lifty
a...
said, this is the same realization you made 2 years ago which made me think it's a dashcam PCB.
How would that make it a dashcam PCB though? Also, it's very much potentially true that I saw it 2 years ago. I don't know when we last opened this.
Pyro said, that is for the rear view camera XD.
Oh, you mentioned. Yes, now I remember. Okay, well, let's... Right in my armpit. That was a mistake. Now my hands are gonna be sticky. Also, this is the last of the bubble liquid, so use it sparingly. Because I ain't buying any more. That's a lie. I will buy some more. I will have to, but for now, that's the last of the bubble liquid. I guess I have to unsolder this. Hot air station, I guess?
Pyro said, well, when I get a job, I will buy you bubble liquid.
Well, everybody, let's hope Pyro gets a job.
Pyro said, and USB-C breakout boards.
Let's hope Pyro gets a job, because Daddy needs bubble liquid. Yes, I am Daddy in this scenario. Hot air station, and let's remove this bad boy. This might actually take a while. You know what would be good right now? A microscope.
Maker Brains said, hey waving hand.
Heyo, how you doing, Maker Brain? Maker Brains. Sounds like you've got multiple. How many brains you got up in that noggin? Come on.
Pyro said, and still want to see the Fire Dish Thing Project XD.
Fire dish project? Oh, you mean the flamethrower thingy? Yeah, we'll get to it someday. Oh, I'm melting my mat. Crud.
Brian said, XD.
I need to put it on the silicone mat because I'm burning things. You go, little printer.
Maker Brains said, multiplying my brain by sharing projects like you beaming face with smiling eyes.
Nice. Get out! This IO shield is getting
Elmas Guzman said,
uncomfortable to
do you
hold.
have flux? Also move the heat fun in figure 8 over the part.
I'll just do circles. Circles are easier. Yeah, I got flux. I just don't like using it. I'm realizing I might be using too much order. I think it's coming. It's coming. It's a coming.
Brian said, Rossman says never too much flux. Snail said, time check.
Ah, hot. It's hot. It's hot. It's hot. Shockingly, if you pump 420 volts, 420 degrees Celsius into something, it gets hot. Can you let go? Sir? Sir! Oh my god, why is it smoking so much? I have the wrong holding utensil.
Brian said, 420 volts can do the same. Snail said, LOL, did you get the sir from me?
Sir? No, I get those from just watching American TikToks. Yeah! Oh, I dropped it on the carpet. Oh, it's super hot. It's gonna melt a hole in the carpet.
Snail said, LOL.
It melted a very tiny hole in the carpet. Don't tell my landlord.
I didn't hear anything.
That's good. That's actually better that way. Everything is fine. I will, however, open a window because it's a little fluxy around here.
Just don't hurt yourself.
By the way, get lifty. It is now hoodie season. And the sleeves are a little stretched and they keep wanting to fall down. Okay, let's get rid of that. Hell yeah, you go, little printer.
Get Lifty said, oh my god, I didn't even notice the hoodie.
How could you?
Paul Sackett said, good thing there's no evidence of you causing the damage to the carpet. Get Lifty
Fine.
said, it's just like old times.
This board is very hot. Oh, I accidentally spat on it. It's fine, maybe I liked it. Maybe it helped. It's very hot. Okay, so now we need to take...
Brian said, you should build a small duct extraction fan. Flux is nasty.
I'd rather buy one. Making I've learned a lot when I made this guy from the comment section telling me that it's not really
Snail
that
said,
good.
have we all smashed the thumb?
Have they all smashed thumbs? I don't know. I actually can't tell. This monitor is too small for me to be able to see. I can see how many viewers there are, and that's about it. So, if you haven't smashed the thumb, smash the thumb. Okay, so now I need tiny wires to go from here into here so that we can
PCTS99
test.
said, do you have to add two 5.1K resistors to make it work with USB-C to USB-C cables?
USB-C to USB-C. I don't know, but I'm planning to use it with USB-C to USB-A, so I don't think it's that much of an issue for me. But I actually don't know. I've not converted anything to USB-C like this yet. I've converted like power delivery stuff to USB-C, but not actual like. Maybe I should look this up. I feel like maybe I should. USB B to
Brian said, C
C.
to C requires something. PCTS99 said, won't need it for USB A to C.
DIY? Oh wow, there's dropout parts, there's drop-in parts for this. Of course AliExpress has this.
Snail said, $4.99 from Snail, for the carpet fund.
Oh sick, thank you. There's literally thingies for like drop-in connectors for this. That's actually kind of cool. I kind of want to do that to my mouse. I don't really need to. I use one of these like magnetic charge thingies on my mouse and on a bunch of other things, so I guess I don't really need to. Yeah, it's like a little magnetic doodad. You put into this guy, and then it lets you charge it. I would demonstrate, but it's currently powering my microphone, so I can't. But just imagine a magnetic cable. Wait, do I have a second one? Ow. I do.
Elmas Guzman said, LOL, I have the same cable on mine.
There's a slight problem with it, which I'll show you in a second. Oh my god. Get off! I am yet to work out cable management in the studio. So currently they all just get chucked on top of that trolley. It's this kind of magnetic cable and just attaches. Only issue is if you want to charge it whilst using it. So you can see I kind of shaved down this magnet so that it's a little bit lower profile because it catches on the thing. So like it completely catches when it's usable. It's just like I wouldn't recommend it for too much. And if you're using it, then the magnet always comes off. But yeah, this is good to know. I didn't know they did this. This is nice. That might be good for a video one day. Nope. I don't see anything. You? There's USB-C. Micro USB to USB. But this isn't micro USB though. Oh, it's micro B. What the fuck? Oh, I probably should have read the comments on this. Huh?
Is a breakout board from Tindy that uses a 6-pin USB-C connector in the same WA. Fine Quasar 17 said, to answer your earlier question, I'm doing Uber in Ashford. If you want to retain data transfer functionality, you will need to use a port like.
That's a different continent to one I'm on. Ashford. Where do I know Ashford? I'm pretty sure that's in the States, right? That sounds like a state place. Do I actually need... This is not what I'm after.
Fine Quasar 17 said, Kent.
Oh, very far away from me. You're at the bottom of the country. I'm a lot higher up. they have resistors? Does that mean I need resistors? Don't I already have resistors on here? There's already 2 resistors on here. But I think those might be for power than anything else. You know what? We'll connect them and we'll see how it goes.
Fine Quasar 17 said, yeah, just a bit far, but if it did happen, damn, would it pay well?
Wait, so up here from London is like 5 hours. Driving down to Kent from London is like... Is it like 2 hours? I don't know. I'm gonna say 3 hours. So yeah, an 8-hour delivery. I'm pretty sure my food would be cold by then. Tiny cables. Timu comes to the rescue once again. Go Timu, it's your birthday. Soldering iron. Oh, I just realized I'm gonna have to do some tiny micro soldering without actually having access to a microscope. So that's pretty funny. Yeah.
Fine Quasar 17 said, it's 1H from Dartford. Brian said, London is not the United States, /American.
Yep. Nope, different color. Ground. I believe ground is on the opposite side. Yeah, this is gonna be lovely to have to solder. Ooh, print's done. I thought I was gonna be done with this test by the time the print's done. I might have to get a smaller tip. What is ID?
Fine Quasar 17 said, that's what she said.
Oh, I'm bridging that one. Oh, this is not going to be fun. This is how this microscope dies. I'm actually going to get a smaller tip for this. Let's go with you. Soulja Boy reference. Let's see at my lovely prototype. Look at my pretty little crown. Look at that. It's so pretty. So now that should I mean, yes, but something's up. there's like a a seam line. There's a seam line that's preventing it from going in all the way. That's how tight my tolerances are. That actually seems very good. It could maybe do with a tiny bit of a weight loss. Let me get in closer. It could maybe do with like a tiny bit of a weight loss, but apart from that, it just like clicks in. I wouldn't say it's doing the greatest connection on here, but it seems that all of the forces combined will probably be good enough to like hold it in place with the LEDs on it. Maybe what would help if this ring was a lot higher, because there's a lot of flap going up here. So maybe if I did these like hold on, let me doodle. Let the man doodle. If maybe they were like that ish, so that would be one of them, and then they go all the way around, so that we have kind of more. Would that help? Kind of. I'm thinking there-ish, so that there's a little more tension on them. But apart from that, it seems to be fine. I might just go with this for now, and if it needs adaptation in the future, we can do that. But I think
PCTS99 said, angle the clips inwards a couple of degrees a bit, so press more.
that's a good shout too. Oh, this one's already broken. That's a good shout. Yeah, I think I need to curve. I need to chamfer those in a little bit more, because I feel like they're not going all the way in. There's a lot of, they're pushing up on this edge. So I'm gonna remove some material there and make it a slightly bigger chamfer. And then, yeah, like you said, maybe angle them in slightly. Yeah, we can do that. Cool. That's not too bad. I think that's...
Paul Sackett said, if there isn't going to be a lot of weight on it, it should be fine.
Yeah, we'll see how the USB test goes. How long have we been going? Oh, 1.5 hours. So we're about halfway through the goal I set for this project. I'm realizing that this may not happen in the allocated time slot. Did I put any solder on that? Jesus. I think these wires might actually be a little bit too thick for this. I'd love to show you the precision of my soldering skills right now, but unfortunately, I'm operating on the microscope. Let's do backwards. got so quiet in here. So tense. Okay, I am going to continuity test these to make sure they're not all touching each other. Which pin do I connect ID to? Because data plus, data minus, I can deal with that. But there's a pin on here labeled ID. And IDK where it goes.
PCTS99 said, don't need it for A to C.
Oh. Well, then I would have saved myself the trouble of trying to solder in for the last 20 minutes. Okay. Ground. VBus. VBus. So this one is data plus. And this one is data minus. Okay, and let's give that a quick continuity test to make sure those horrible solder connections aren't touching each other. And are you going to be... You're not in a BP mood today. Okay. Okay. Right, let's plug it in. I'm also going to need to plug in, let's plug in the screen so I can see if it's actually outputting anything. We won't plug in the camera just yet, but we should see a welcome screen if it works. And if it detects a computer, it should prompt me to okay. Screen's not coming on. LEDs have come on. Did I just plug that in weird? Or does it need the camera module to be plugged in order for it to be like... Did I plug that in the wrong way around? Hold on. Oh, that's why. Plugged it in upside down, didn't I? If I do it this way, it makes more sense. Nope, no it doesn't. This way. Okay. Let's plug in the keyboard for fun too, since we know it's already working. let's go. Heck yeah! And it should, but it's not going any further than this.
Elmas Guzman said, nice.
Okay, well, it's not going further than this, which I think means it needs the camera module to be plugged in, so let's verify before we wreck ourselves. Also, I'm a little skeptical that it didn't pop up with the computer thing. Because I feel like that should have been... that should have popped up first. That's what it usually does. So maybe it's getting power but not detecting that it's connected to a computer. Okay. Okay, this works. Cool. Okay, so confirmed, it's not detecting that it's connected to a computer. That's my USB-C hub. It does that when... Okay, so it has no idea it's connected to a computer. How do we check, how do we fix that? Do we actually need some resistors? Two. So I'm watching a video. Oop. Where'd it go? Yeah. As you can see, there are 6 pins. Okay, but that's for a charger. He doesn't actually need data. Turning a USB-C cable into not what I need.
To replace micro USB with USB-C connector in an application that needs USB data lines to along with USB power, you need to have a USB-C connector with all pins exposed. An example of such a connector is the Type C31M12. Here is a schematic for you to understand how to connect such a connector with a USB slave device controller.
What? So that's a USB-C. And is this a regular USB? Like USB micro B? What? I confuse.
Anand Basma said, what are we making? What's the project? Rota Frushtsworg said, Hey waving hand, what kind of USB magic are we doing?
So we are upgrading my my telescope. God damn it! Every time I'm upgrading my USB micro B microscope to be USB-C because micro B is inconvenient and it's a plague on Earth. Honestly, it can die. I just don't know how to. We've gotten it to power up, so we're getting power, but we're not getting data. So I'm not sure how to do that.
Here is a schematic for you to understand how to connect such a connector with a USB slave device controller.
I don't get it. Also, B&Q sells USBs now? Interesting. You know what? Hold on. I know what I'm doing.
Anand Basma said, INTRSTing project. Something I would do as well XD.
Oh my... Will you... Hey, quick question. I'm working on a project where I'm upgrading my microscope from USB micro B to USB-C. I have a breakout board for USB-C, but I'm not sure which connections from the USB micro B need to be plugged into the USB-C. You dig? That was meant to be a question mark. I wish I didn't put it on thinking mode.
Anand Basma said, what speech-to-text software are you using?
Windows. It's kind of fine. It's not the greatest, it's just, it does the job. The actual UI gets a little bit buggy sometimes, but apart from that, it's fine. I'm tempted to make more tea, but it's late. Okay, well, I guess whilst it's thinking, let us...
Rotor Frustzwerg said, you have a 6-pin USB-C socket?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have an 8-pin. I have an 8-pin breakout for USB-C.
Snail said, when are you coming over to the USA for a convention?
Oh, when you guys have sorted some of your issues. And when my bank account allows it. It's mostly the bank account.
Why are these? VBUS, plus 5B, micro B pin 1, rightward arrow VBUS on USB-C, A4 and B4 are VBUS, most breakouts tie them together. Snail said, LOL fair. D, micro B pin 2, rightward arrow D on USB-C, A7/B7, usually tied together on the breakout. D plus, micro B pin 3, rightward arrow D plus on USB-C, shield rightward arrow USB-C shell/chassis, ideally to chassis ground or via 1 NF plus 1 M omega to board G and D to reduce hum/loops.
Okay, so yes, yes. And we've got these connected, and we've got these connected. Ooh, ID. Disconnected.
Leave this unconnected. Add 5.1K omega pull downs, RD, from CC1, A5, and CC2, B5, to GND. This tells the host I'm a device, please provide 5B. Without RD, many hosts won't power you. Many USB-C breakout boards already have the two 5.1K omega resistors populated.
Yeah, I think we've
If
already
yours
got
does,
those.
you don't need to add them. If it has pull UPS, RP, instead, that board is meant for a host swap or remove those parts. ET plus/D short, matched, and together, twisted if wired, avoid stubs, preserve any existing 22 Omega series resistors near the PHY if present. SBU 1/2 and the super speed pairs are unused for USB 2.0, leave them alone. Add ESD TVs diodes on D+/D and CC if you have them. If your breakout is a USB-C plug, captive cable, instead of a receptacle. Still add 5.1K Omega RD to CC, the plug only gives you the mechanical form, the device must provide RD. If the board has RP, it's for host mode, wrong part for this job. If you want, send a pic/part number of the breakout and I'll sanity check whether the RD resistors are already on it.
So if I'm not mistaken, we've got it wired correctly. It's just not... Why do we have a loose wire? When did this wire come loose?
Roterfruchtwerk said, the USB-C should have two D+ and two D lines. Did you connect both each?
No, I've got one. I don't have two. I've got just the one pair. I've got one D+ and one D-. I just realized that my D- came undone. I wonder if that might have anything to do with it. Stay the fuck down. Sorry, I mean, why are you so disobedient? Uh-oh.
PCTS99 said, any
sick.
shorts?
No, we tested for that. Did somebody join my Patreon? Hey, somebody joined Patreon. Hell yeah. If you are in chat, let yourself be known. And I'll add you to the list of Patreons. Nope, that did not solve the problem.
Roterfruchtwerk said, the cable uses only one pair. Maybe you have D+ of one pair and D of the other pair connected.
Data came...
Also, did you try to reverse the plug?
Hold on, I'm dealing with the fact that my cables are coming undone. I think the issue might just be my shitty connections. Okay, so we don't need, well, that one, because that was the ID pin. Oh no, yellow is the ID pin. Well, no wonder it doesn't work. I'm using all the wrong cables for everything. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. I thought that was data. Turns out that was the ID pin. Okay, so this is data minus, which is next to VCC. So it's next to this wire. This would be a lot more pleasant if the cables weren't tiny as a Well, actually, the problem is that these cables are too big. And And also, do I want to... Okay, hold on, we'll try that. I'm going to cut that off. I'm going to remove some skin. And I'm going to reduce the amount of cables I have coming out of this wire. And again, this would be a lot easier if the microscope was actually in a usable state. Okay, this is minus D next to VCC. Right, this is plus D, which is next to minus D. I love how tense it gets when I'm having to work on this.
Rotorfrostwerk said, you need to join both D plus and both D minus pins on the USB-C breakout. If not, it will not work at all if you use not the matching pair, or it will work only in one orientation of the USB-C plug.
I will show you. So the USB breakout I'm using is from Downstream. Is that the company, or is that a... I don't know what that means. Maybe. Yeah, it doesn't have both. It just has the one. But I'm realizing now that it's definitely because I connected it wrong the first time around. Oh, I fucking touched them.
PCTS99 said, breakout board already joined them together.
Yeah, it seems to be the seems to be what I think this is. Okay, and temporarily connecting power to you. Okay, nope, that came off. Nope, that came off again. I'm just trying not to rip up a trace. Because, like, worst case scenario, if this USB thing doesn't work out, I can still put the USB micro B back on.
Rotorfrostwerk said, ah, okay, hard to see without microscope winking face.
Exactly. Okay, let's figure it out. It's powering on. And I think it's confused because I don't have the thing plugged in. Oh, I just realized I was supposed to do a continuity test. And I peeled off the fucking ground. You know what? Ground can go here. Ground doesn't matter that much. Okay. Data minus, data minus, data plus, data plus. Okay, seems that it's all correct.
Rotor
Connected.
Frostwork said, I see a lack of flux.
Go flux yourself. Okay, camera is plugged in. Let's see if that changes anything. USB camera. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay. I'm trying to figure out where I put the... Where did I put that? That's screen capture, that's camera. Is that camera? Is that camera? It's hard to tell. I don't think that's camera. So it's detected. It's just not coming up. But it's, wait, does it work through the screen? Yes. Okay, so is this a me problem or a camera problem? Okay, let's... Well, it detected it. I'm just not getting any video back. Small incremental steps. Okay. USB camera. Computer didn't go to dunk. Why computer no go to dunk? Hold on. Yay! It works. Okay. Heck yes. Whew. Everybody oof in the chat. We didn't break a microscope. Hell yeah. Okay. So in that case, let's continue designing the nozzle thing, because I kind of need that next, and that's going to take a hot minute to print. So let's head over to Fusion.
Elmas Guzman said, nice.
And then whilst that's printing, we will... Yes, nice.
Rotor Frostswork said, nice.
Okay, so what did I say? I wanted to adjust... Not you, not you, not you. Nope. It's this, yes. edit. So I want this to be up and up and slick. I guess that might be it. Yeah. Can I get the model back? Yeah, then I guess you don't have to be that tall either. Okay. Ouch. Yeah. And I wanted to move that up, I think. In fact, I'm actually going to undo that and undo that. We're going to... might as well get rid of that loft for now. And let's do more of those, please. Let's edit. Let's do the 8 we were planning for, I think, in the beginning. At least that's what I wanted. And we'll go... Yeah, I guess we'll just take this higher up. Or we'll... How do I do that? If I... Nope, wrong one. This one. This one. Edit. I want to simply add a division here. And now can I retrieve that division? Oh, it's in the middle. I get rid of this body for a split second, and I get that back, and I revolve this around that whilst connecting, and we'll bring back this body too, and we'll get rid of that. That feels like it should work. I guess we'll flatten the backs out.
PCTS99 said, it's a crown.
It is a crown. It's a crown for my bullshittery. I have to send someone a personalized message on Patreon. Okay. Not too shabby. Right, now how big do we want the... Actually... Am I live again? Hello again. Cool. Okay. Sick. My. Why is my script refusing to connect me to my stream? What the hell? Oh, okay. It's found the stream. Okay, cool. Are we good? I think we're good. Thumbs up for good. Perfect. Okay, cool. And this is where we find out whether...
Roterfirstwork said, perfect.
Why is my screen not showing? There it is. This is where we find out if Fusion completely ripped my design forever away.
Joyjeet Mohanty said, thumbs up, thumbs up.
Sick. Let's see if Fusion got rid of everything. I think it should go into like crash recovery.
Paul Sackett said, I was getting ready to say you should save your sketch.
Recovery. Pump V2 from June 20th. It's gone, isn't it? I don't know what this is. Definitely not what I was working on. Why did it recover that?
Paul Sackett said, oh well. If you did it once the second version will be better. Elmist Guzman said, oh no.
I can buy myself flowers. It's because I didn't save it.
Paul Sackett said, import your STL.
That's not particularly going to help me, I don't think. Ah! Okie dokie. Let's do the hokey pokey all over again. Oh, so
PCTS99 said, punch the screen, that always helps.
no, my screen already has a line of dead pixels. I don't want to encourage it to be more broken. I cannot afford a replacement. But maybe you can help by supporting me over on Patreon. Okay, 45. 35. .7. Uh, 34.4. Seems like less than last time. 34.6. Or was it 33.6? My God. Measurements, am I right? 33.6. Two point eight, and repeat. By 3.7. And loft by 5.4. 5.4. So the OBS timer has reset now. That means I guess I have another 3 hours to try to finish this project. That's how that works, right? We're doing a 6-hour stream today, right? That's how that works. It's the OBS timer. Who wants to hang out with me for another 3 hours? Let's go for 3. Beautiful. Wrong side to start the sketch on. By the way, let's save. Could I have called it something more mature? Yes. Am I mad? Slightly. I have a feeling that crash was probably due to NVIDIA graphics. I don't know why, I've had a problem with NVIDIA drivers for a while now. Like every so often they just crash my computer, and I don't know why. I have tried figuring it out. But figuring it out, I did not. Why can't I move that? Are you attached? Why is that moving? Can I just extend you down? Good enough. Is there a way for me to do... I think if I revolve... Oh, wait, hold on. If I revolve this around that, sure, that works. This way. Only by a little bit. Please don't combine with that. Oh, you did. Dick. Again, revolve this around that. 4 degrees, that's fine. Let's get rid of that. So it doesn't merge. Let's do that. Bring back the sketch. Revolve this around this. But this time, one way, and we go all the way around. Oh my god. 360, please. And again, get rid of that so it doesn't connect with it. And now we can do... Oh, you connected to 2. Fantastic. 10 out of 10. Revolve around. One way. 360. Get rid of that so that it doesn't crash. Do that, and pattern, circular, axes, this one, we'll do 8 of those, and combine, and combine. Sweet. And now on top of that we build our thingy majig, right? So let's see, how far down do we want to go? I'm going to say 20.
PCTS99 said, save it.
Fuck Microsoft has been saved. Now let's do, how big do we want it? About about a Mellow Labs mug size. By the way, Mellow Labs mugs.
Maximum Bombastic said, what's up babes?
What up? You're very late again. You and your timing. Jeez. Jeez. I'm gonna make you an ESP based device that notifies you personally every time I start streaming. I will make it and I will send it to you. And every time I go live, it's gonna go, ah! Oh, just make the crunch sound from the onion. How would you like them apples? Why aren't you lofting? Oh, because that's not okay. How big did I make that? 4. So if we take this down to -3, that works. And now I need to loft now I need to loft that to you to you. You can't do that, can you? You can't do that. Why can't you do that? Fine, I'll do it the other way. How are you, Max? How are you doing? How has your day been? How has your weekend been? Do anything fun? I picked up a book today you might be interested in. I've not read it yet, but what's half of 70 for? Should we just go for 70? 70, right? 70 seems fine. Half of 70 is a number smaller than 70. 35? I was right. Actually, that doesn't. Oh, because this is supposed to be. I think I screwed that up. Yeah, that's supposed to be 20. That's supposed to be. Well, 35 doesn't seem quite right now. Fine, we'll go wider.
Elmas Guzman said, "Did you save the project?"
I did.
Maximum Bombastic said, "Haha, if it's a book I'm not interested." Weekend was fine, today was also chill. I'm packing for vacation. Actually, I'm procrastinating, but I should be packing. Going on a bike packing trip in a week.
Didn't you just come back from one? My God. You did say you go multiple times a year, so good on you. It's going to be a fun test for my printer downstairs. How am I attaching the LEDs? I'm tempted to say... I don't know.
Maximum Bombastic said, "I did come back from one about 5 weeks ago. I usually go 3 times a year for 2 weeks.
Damn. 3 times a week for 3 times a year for 2 weeks. You get a lot of vacation time. I used to get 30 days of vacation time.
Maximum Bombastic said, 6 weeks.
Wow. I was given 30 days with optional overtime if I felt like coming in on holidays. I never did. Why would I want to? Send it? I think send it.
Maximum Bombastic said, 6 weeks is 30 days. Elmist Guzman said, looks great. Elmist Guzman said, do it.
Hey Siri, how many days is 6 weeks?
6 weeks is 42 days.
What?
Maximum Bombastic said, 30 workdays.
Oh, so you have like national holidays and stuff that aren't being taken out of your holidays. Bank holidays were subtracted from holidays for me. And other such occasions like New Year's, which we still kind of had to work New Year's, but we can't work through New Year's, so we worked up to 10 p.m., which is fun because I used to work night shift, which meant I started at 10 p.m. and then finished at 6 a.m. So we actually had to come in 8 hours earlier so that we can finish at 10, which basically meant everybody is sleep deprived because we have to work when we're usually asleep. Night shift, man. Night shift fucks you up. Is that too much? If I told it that it can make supports, would it? The answer is no.
Maximum Bombastic said, oh that's evil. Legal minimum here is 20 days a year. I get 30 at my current job. They upgraded our PTO a couple years ago.
Alright, let's send it. And print it with this one, please. How do you know it's white? I didn't tell it that. The last material I had in here was black. I didn't tell it what I was putting it in. I just put it in. How does it know it's white PLA? How long is that gonna take? 31 minutes to print. Okay, we should be done for 9. I actually don't know how it knows that. Is there a... Hold on.
Maximum Bombastic said, does it have the RFID things perhaps?
Well-
Roterfrustzwerg said, NFC spool? Not sure what kind of printer
Okay.
you use.
It is an NFC spool, but I don't think the thing has a sensor inside of it. stretched. There's a refresh thing. Okay, good. It's a refresh thing. I don't think they have one inside, do they? Auto run out. Tangle detection. Auto filament mapping.
Rotorfrüchtswerk said, does it have fins between the spools? Then it has.
I mean, yeah, it does. NFC. Yes, it does. I had no idea. Oh, that makes me feel so stupid because there's an NFC reader on the side of the
Maximum
printer.
Bombastic said, Creolite is watching the stream and remotely messing with the printer to blow your mind. Rotorfrüchtswerk said, it is obvious. There is no other reason for these fins.
Fair. I didn't look that deep into it, but like the whole time when I've been putting spools into the filament thing, I've been tapping them on the side of the printer because that's where the NFC reader is, and then putting them into the into the filament thing. Dun-dun-dun. Cool. Has somebody reversed engineered Creality's thing yet? Because that would be nice. Okay, we will wait and see for that print. I guess in the meanwhile, let's continue with the electronics.
Elmas Guzman said, the more you know.
The more you know. Okay. Let's get focused on these lovely connections we have for this USB. So we know it works. We just need a better solution for this because this is bad. Let's desolder these. I need a better thing.
PCTS99 said, ribbon cable?
I don't have a ribbon cable. Or do I? Hold on a minute. So I'm trying to peel off some of this old solder from around here. I don't think that's gonna work. I don't want to have to heat up the entire ground plane because that's I used to have a whole bunch of I don't anymore. What can I do about this problem? I can quit and leave it. Do I have any thinner wires? I mean, I have shitty bodge wire. But I don't think this is it. I think we might just have to go with this wire, but try harder. I think trying harder is the solution here. And we'll put like a dollop of hot glue on it so that it doesn't wiggle after we've mounted it properly. Solder. Max, where are you going this time? I don't know if you've mentioned it already, you might have. "5 weeks ago he toured most of France."
Roterfrostwork said,
bicycle.
not mentioning flux slightly smiling face enameled copper wire should be fine, why not?
It's a little too thin for my liking. I want to put, well, with the LEDs, it's going to draw a tiny bit more current. I can buy myself flour and bake myself a nice cake and then eat it all by myself because I'm a fuck. Vibusi. D minus.
Jordy T said, hello.
Hello. How are
Jordy
you?
T said, what are we creating?
We are upgrading my digital microscope to be USB-C instead of USB micro B because all my homies hate micro B. And we're also adding some LEDs to it. RGB microscope.
Roterfrostwork said, copper wire just for data then? I guess for ground and 5 volts there are plenty other places to solder on than directly to the micro USB plug. Maximum Bombastic said, going to Granada, Spain.
Ooh.
Last year I wanted to do a specific route called the Badlands but I got proper sick after the first night and had to change plans. Now I'm gonna try again. Jordy T said, your homies are right, micro B sucks. I converted everything to USB-C.
Very nice. I mean, you guys are my homies, so you guys all better be hating on micro B. It's gonna be that one guy who's like, micro B is the best. I love the micro BBs. Right, let's fancy these up. Let's give these a nice little twisty.
Jordy T said, give me USB-B.
Yellow and blue is the color of my car in Cyberpunk. It's like almost exactly the same color as for this. Okay, so at minimum here, I think. So let's put those down, strip them. Tindum. 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 Dun dun. Dun dun. We haven't even gotten to stepping down the LEDs to 3.3 volts instead of 5. I can't buy myself flowers. Okay. Let's handle data first. So we've got data on these two. What is this plus and minus for? You're gonna laugh. You're gonna laugh. So you know how this whole time we've been trying to solder on cables to this, to these tiny little teethies here. They're broken out on the other side. Well, that'll make it easier, won't it? If we can get any solder on them. This giant ass ground plane. Who gave you such a giant ground plane? I don't want to have to heat up the ground plane. Oh my god, this ground plane is insufferable. This is why I don't put big ground planes on my projects. I hate them. Oh no, have we reached... Uh-oh. My YouTube... My YouTube chatbot has reached its limits. Oh no, we're gonna have to switch to regular TTS. One minute, chat. I can't hear you. Oh, gosh darn it, what did I miss? LOL, oh, Did I miss this?
Which is odd to me because for me a printer cable is parallel port to Centronics. Go to an electronic shop and ask for USB-B cable, they won't even know what this is. They just know it as printer cable. Roterfruchtswerg said. You missed my I feel old joke, laughing face. Add the micro USB socket back on.
No.
But use flux, laughing face.
I am working on upgrading my digital
Huge ground
microscope
planes are a
to
sign of
USB-C.
insecurity.
Out of what happened?
TDS out of happy tokens.
Indeed. It's because my TTS uses. Hold on, I just realized I need to check up on the printer. It's because my TTS uses the Google API, which has a set amount of how many messages I can receive from it. I can slow it down, but it's kind of slower and less interactive that way. But it's, yeah, usually it lasts for about a 3-hour live stream. Maybe if we increase the delay. How am I supposed to solder anything to this? Give me giant thermal mass, please. I'm gonna boost my temperature to 300.
Roterfruchtswerg said. You were below 300? Sebek 2435 said. That's what I was gonna ask XD.
Yeah, I usually solder. Well, this is low temp solder, so I keep it. Well, they had temperature recommendations on it, I think, or maybe not. No, I remember checking it and being like, oh, it melts at like 200. So I usually set it to like 250, and that's like good enough.
Chloe Madison said. Sup nerds.
Says Edison. Oh, Madison. Okay, it screwed up reading your name, so it just read it as Edison. I thought it was someone else. How are you, Madison? I'm dealing with somebody's a big ground plane of insecurity. Every time I design a circuit board, everybody's like, "Ooh, give it a giant ground plane. Give it a giant ground plane." No, they're horrible. I hate them. They can die. Thank you for joining Mellow's Rant of the Week. Ground planes.
Chloe Madison
Go f themselves.
said. I launched my crowd supply.
Hell yeah. If you... I don't have a link for it anywhere. Are you on Discord? Can you send me that? I'll post it in chat. Oh, my Discord is not turned on because my computer crashed midstream. again, I would love for you guys to see what I'm doing, but unfortunately, the microscope is currently on my desk. Just find a tiny circuit board on your desk and look closely at it and pretend you're trying to solder to a giant heatsink. And that's basically my experience right now. Which one is data plus?
Pigsus 100
Minus?
said, "Sup,
Hello, how are you? Welcome to
Maximum
the stream.
Bombastic said, I'm doing it but I don't feel anything. Chloe Madison said, large ground planes are an unfortunate part of engineering.
Well, they can go f themselves. I don't care how much thermal heat you need to dissipate. Use a heat sink. That's what they're for. PCB is not heatsink. Okay, let's check for shorts. And we'll plug
Chloe
it in
Madison
and see if it still works.
Said, ground planes are also good to reduce noise.
Nah, I like my electronics noisy. You know that coil whine noise? That's it. I love that shit. Go to sleep to it. That was a joke. I do not. I know what you mean. You mean frequency noise. Okay. It seems that we don't have shorts. Fingers crossed. I need...
Chloe
I guess
Madison
hot glue is kind of the best.
said,
Right?
coil whine is best noise.
Who doesn't like to sleep to a little bit of coil buzz? I know I do. Okay, we're gonna secure it with hot glue. I'm gonna go check up on the print. BRB.
Pigsus 100 said, broke the USB off of an ESP32 dev board.
Ooh, actually pretty decent. Damn. You broke the USB off of a USB dev board. Are the traces gone? I assume so. If you say you broke it off, you can do a incredibly tedious repair, which is basically kind of what I'm doing, or get a new ESP32 board. It's kind of the easiest way. Right? Oh. If like traces are ripped up, it's gonna be tedious. Right, hot glue.
Chloe Madison
We need to edit.
said, if it's a spendy one, repair it, else replace it.
Yeah, exactly. I need a knife. So putting this USB-C in here. It'd be nicer on this side. I might have it on this side. You know what? Yeah, that kind of works. I'm going to put it on this side, but instead of putting it out with all the other ports, I'm actually going to have it go backwards so that I plug it in from this end, like that. It might look a little bit silly, but I've got more security on here. Right, hot glue. Come on, hurry up. Don't make me do the junky hot glue method. I should test this before gluing it, because if I have to...
Pigsus 100 said, I tried botch wiring 4 cables to the remaining pads, stopped trying that after an hour. Now making my own with USB-C instead and more focused on my projects LOL. Sebuk2435 said, are you still using the Pi 4 or are you trying the 02? Roterfruchtswerg.
Oh, I'm not doing
said,
that anymore.
Sure it will still fit together with the breakout in this orientation?
That was a project I was working on before that didn't quite work the way I needed it to work.
Sebuk2435 said, how come?
It just... There was a lot of delay mostly. But also it just didn't click right. It didn't want to work the way I wanted it to work. So instead, I'm converting it to USB-C. And also it didn't really solve the problem I needed to solve. So yeah, instead I'm converting it to USB-C, which hopefully, please work, please work, please work. Yes. Camera. And now it should be visible inside of Windows. And not you, but you need to disable, enable. Heck yes, sick. USB-C, all of the things.
Sebuk2435 said, noise.
Noise. Let's unplug that for the 50 millionth time today. And, ooh, did I break anything? Please don't. Okay. Applying securative hot glue. And same to you.
Chloe Madison said, LOL, I did the same thing with my microscope cam.
USB-C? Yeah. I don't want to the main problem is that this is the longest micro B cable I have. It's a good cable. It's decent quality. It's just super short. It's fine if I'm working on like a tiny ESP or something, but for a microscope it doesn't quite work. I also need to break out 3.3 volts out of here. Where am I going to get 3.3 volts?
Sebuk2435 said, micro USB just sucks though. Chloe Madison said, you don't have a drawer full of micro B?
No.
Roterfruchtswerg said, really? I've accumulated like 20 micro B cables in my flat, happy face.
So, let me rephrase. I have micro B cables. They're almost all just where did I put it here? They're almost all power only. Because I used to just have ESP D1 minis on the wall. And like it does the job. How much am I getting from here? How much am I getting from here? No way! You guys are breaking out 3.3 volts for me? You're gonna make it that easy? No way! Where did I put the LEDs? Oh, there they are. No way! No way! Ah, I love it when they make it that easy. Nice. Okay, let's just run some wire down it.
Roterfrüchtswerk said, how much current are we planning to draw from that poor little 3v3 Aldo?
Can it power 2 sets of LEDs? It's very scientific testing at Mellow Labs, stuffing LEDs into a hole until it burns out.
Roterfrüchtswerk said, question is, for how long without overheating?
Oh, it's fine. The entire PCB is a giant fucking heatsink. Yes, I'm still mad about it. Well, I could add a whole step down thing, but that just sounds so extra. And this seems like it's gonna work, so. Oh goody, I get to solder to the giant ground plane again. By the way, I have a question. With the new YouTube hype stuff, is that a feature that you guys have access to yet? You don't need to like press it or anything if you don't want to, but I have not, being my own channel, I don't see the hype feature. And also I don't see it for other channels. Is it a mobile only thing?
Roterfrüchtswerk said, I don't know, I'm too old to care about that. Chloe Madison
Fair enough.
said, I'm 40.
I'm starting to realize that I might need to increase my age demographic. How do I get the
Roter
kids
Früchtswurg.
interested in tech?
Said. Valid answer, laughing face. Maximum bombastic. Said. Almost 40 and I also don't know what a hype feature is.
Okay, cool. Never mind. And how did Mellow Labs fade into oblivion? As far as I understand it, it's a new feature that lets people hype up your YouTube channel if they like it. However, I have not seen it on desktop or anything.
Maximum bombastic. Said. Buncha old peeps in the chat lol. Chloe Madison. Said. Mello realizing his age demographic in real time.
Oh, I know damn well my age demographic. It's a worryingly. I need a Dremel. It skews older.
Maximum bombastic. Said. By the way, don't forget to like the stream.
Thank you, Max. There will be a loud noise in a moment. Yeah, I don't. Hold on, I can check. I'm allowed to. It's my channel. I'm allowed to check my age demographic. Guys, we're at 14,999 subs. We are one away from 15K.
Chloe Madison. Said. Like and subscribe.
Indeed. Do those things. My age demographic is... I have 0, 13 to 17, 9.6% 18 to 24, 25% 25 to 30 to 34, and 28% 35s to 44-year-olds, and 20% 44 to 55-year-olds, and then it's 12% and 3.5% 60 plus. And everybody here is a man. Mellow
Chloe
Labs
Madison.
confirmed.
Said.
Sausage first.
Let's go Mill Niles.
Mellow Labs confirmed sausage fest. Dear Parkside, I hate this Dremel. It sucks, but please make better.
Roter
Metal.
Früchtswurg. Said. That thing also sounds old.
It's not. I bought it last year. It's just shit.
Chloe Madison. Said. I got rid of my sausage a decade ago.
Well, I don't think you told YouTube. Okay, maybe I need to, maybe I drill it first. Yeah, my sister keeps messaging me about tax stuff and I'm busy. Dear sister, I understand. I am, however, live. I don't think I should be doing HMRC paperwork on a live stream.
Maximum Bombastic said, must be huge weight savings.
Who the hell put you in hammer mode? Max is questioning changing his gender just to be faster on a bike.
Chloe Madison said, things are much more streamlined.
The PNR knows where it is because it knows where it isn't. Get that cut out the right size. Other way round. Let's not plug you in. Kinda fucking nailed it. Hell yeah. Oh, it's flush. Right, I need the hot glue gun to be on again. I think this is going to be the last the spider we can handle. I will go and check up on my print. Burp. Yeah, it's printing. Oh, it's almost done. Oh, that looks a little bit flimsier than I expected, but we'll see. Is chat broken? No, never mind. Not broken. Cool. Ooh, don't ooze.
Roterfrüchtswerk said, just silent.
Anticipation. I'm going to be surprised if anybody knows what movie that's from. Actually, no, some of you are. How do I phrase it? Interesting. I think you're old enough to watch that.
Chloe Madison said, "Was that a Rocky Horror reference?"
Indeed it was. Indeed it was. My print is done. Ooh, almost died. Great movie. I should watch it again. Get off my print bed. It's so coney. I'm gonna lie, that's a surprisingly nice print. It's a little on the inside, but on the outside, ooh, that smoothness, beautiful. Actually, no, it looks very good on the inside too. These are a little bit, I could have maybe fattened them up a little bit more, but they should do the job. Hit him with fire. Filled with anticipation. Okay, as always, hot glue holding my hopes and dreams together. Everybody give it up for hot glue. Woo! We can start reassembling it. Kind of. If I can figure out where things go.
Roterfruchtswerg said, "At least tape the micro B in there if you later decide to resolder it."
Oh god, no,
Smiley
this
face.
is melted. I used way too much heat. It's like fully melted. There's no point. I need a hole. I'll get to the hole. I need to screw that in. Where'd I put the screws? Oh, here they are. Yeah.
Roterfruchtswerg said, "Oh, poor micro B."
It knows what it did. It doesn't deserve a it doesn't deserve a second chance. Who here wants to give Micro B a second chance? I just realized I shouldn't have done that yet. Oh. Fine. And that is why you don't scrape hot glue with your blade. What a waste of a almost new scalpel blade. Okay. And now we can weave these cables through here. And that's gonna go down to the LED. Okay. We will give those a nice little twisty. Screen. Yeah, I guess we can like close this up now. See, I think I would have been on schedule if my computer hasn't decided to blue screen. Actually, I have no idea how long we've been live for. Plug it in, see if it works. Welcome. Camera. I would like you to be a USB camera. It seems to be working. And are we getting camera footage? Is that deactivate, activate? We're not, why aren't we? Maybe it's being silly. Unplug it, plug it back in. Please work, don't screw me over now. Not like this. Way! It works! Woohoo! Cool. So now we can clip that on and put these back in. Beautiful. So close to being done.
Chloe Madison said, anyone here going to Bay Area Maker Fair?
I wish. Ooh, so good. Ooh, so good. Okay. I guess now we check if this fits properly. Shit. Uh-oh. How many broke? None of them broke? What? Oh, no.
Chloe
Yeah,
Madison
that one's gone. That
said,
one's gone.
I'll be speaking about off-grid integration with Home Assistant.
Oh, sick. Looks so funky now. Is that going to be streamed anywhere, do you know? Or is it live only? Okay, well this is a failure.
Chloe Madison said, there should be VODs afterwards.
Cool.
Elmist Guzman said, that sounds awesome. Unfortunately, I am on the East Coast.
You can just, it's America. You can just get yourself one of those new fancy government IDs. You'll be fine.
Chloe Madison said, yeah, just do that.
Basically around the corner. You're closer than I am. Actually, I think if you wait, East Coast is like New York-ish, right? Like that region, I think. I don't. I know America. I don't know my East and West. Okay, I will have to.
Chloe Madison said, New York, Philly, DC, Florida.
Yeah. So I think you're probably closer to me than you are to to make of okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to redesign this. I guess today's episode has been a partial success.
YTFP Chris said, oh no, what you doing to that poor glowworm? Elmist Guzman said, I am also a gov contractor. Can't just take off like that.
It's fine. Just tell Trump it's a just tell Trump it's a golfing thing. They'll understand. Okay, well, it's a partial success. God damn it.
Chloe Madison said, you haven't been fired yet?
He's a contractor. He doesn't get to get fired. He just doesn't get any work.
Chloe Madison said, I can tell from here that your job is woke. YTFP Chris said, next time Toast and Jam could do that in 3HRS maybe. Elmist Guzman said, I am super gay and woke.
And how did you lose your job? Well, came out on a Metal Lab stream.
Chloe Madison said, welcome. PCTS 99 said, put the LEDs above the plastic cone and light the fuses through.
Yeah. No, it doesn't. It's not bright enough to diffuse properly. It's like actually surprisingly weak through the cone. Plus, this cone's like way too thick. I might have to come back to the LEDs. But hey, for the most part, we made a USB-C digital microscope out of a
YTFP
regular
Chris
USB-C microscope.
said, epoxy, lots of epoxy with Mellow Labs logo in glitter.
It's USB-C. And that's all I wanted. Why did that feel kind of mushy? That's fine. It's actually like the perfect
Chloe
flush
Madison
fit for this cable.
said, wood.
I know how flush this fit is. It's like perfect perfect flush fit. All right, well, I guess that's going to be me for today. So the answer to the question in the title is kind of if the computer didn't crash. Yeah. Let's do some cleanup whilst I answer your burning
Madison
questions.
said, "That looks a lot cleaner than how I did mine."
Honestly, it looks a lot cleaner than I expected it to be. I was expecting a hot glued USB-C port on the side of the microscope, but I outdid myself. If I may say so myself, I'm kind of impressed. Except for this is a piece of shit. Nice print, piece of shit though. We'll have to figure out a solution. Probably next time. If you haven't already, please do like the stream. It lets the algorithm know you enjoy my presence. And if you haven't already, subscribe. We are very close to 15k. How close are we to 15k? Whoa.
Elmas Guzman said, "I would
subscriber
split the cob lead strip in half. It may make it a little easier to conform to the cone."
We'll see what I do. I'm not going to think about it now because I'm kind of tired and I feel like the ideas that will come out of it won't be too good. So I'll come back to it tomorrow morning maybe. If I don't have something else to do, which I might. Judging by how frantically my sister
Chloe
is
Madison
texting me about tech stuff,
said,
I might have more things to
"I
do.
don't think you can cut those with the terminals on both end."
I don't think you can, no. No. They do not look cut friendly. Wow, they have a power efficiency rating of F. Is that the new standard or the old standard? It's EU, so I guess it's the new standard. F.
Chloe Madison said, "My crew is looking for nudes with terminals on one side."
Let's unplug you. Dun, 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 dun. Put that there, put that there. And I think that's all they wrote. Do 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 do. Okay, Mellow Labs is clean. Mellow is tired. How long have we been going? How long has it been? I don't. Where's the count? Where's the count?
Elmas Guzman said, "Okay, print a new cone with a small lip at the BTTM so the lead can sit on it."
How long has it been? Almost 4 hours. So again, I think that 40 minutes was because of my PC deciding to blue screen. You guys want to see a secret? Do we have time for secret? I think we have time for secret, right? $15K! We fucking did it! Fucking did it! But
Chloe Madison said,
I'm not
Yes.
responding to that.
oh, sorry.
Elmas Guzman said,
Darling,
take the win. You made it,
honey.
I physically
Roter
couldn't.
Früchtswurg,
Honey.
said,
Hello, honey.
how much for finding the test pads? Laughing face. Roter Früchtswurg
15K!
said,
YouTube!
nice.
Damn.
Laughing
I
face.
thought we was
Chloe
going
Madison
like, what do you call it?
said,
numbers?
It's still big number.
woo.
A big number, woo.
A big number.
Maximum bombastic said, let's celebrate.
What are you gonna do with 15?
Order cake.
Max says, let's celebrate, order cake.
Oh my gosh, we had, but no, we already.
Roter Früchtswurg said,
We can't have cake.
partying face.
We've gone sugarless, no.
We have
refined
gone
sugar.
sugarless. Okay. I'm gonna spoil a future project.
I'll back out.
Isn't it pretty? Look at how pretty it is. This isn't even the prettiest part, but it's still pretty. Switches.
Chloe Madison said, someone diabetic? Elmas Guzman,
We're not diabetic.
Said.
It's just a choice.
pretty.
Probably pre-diabetic with the amount of sugar we used to have.
My body's showing signs already.
This one is L. I'll show you what it can do. It simply needs to be plugged into things. This is a teaser. Plus in, ironically, I'm putting
Svelts.
a power supply with a power
Said,
supply.
hello from the bathtub.
Hello.
Laughing face.
I hope you enjoy your bathtub. Okay,
Chloe Madison said, I have a mechanical pancreas.
cool. So, it's a power supply. That's kind of normal. And you can like do all the adjust. Where am I pointing? You can do all the adjusty like voltage and stuff, and you can toggle the output and current and all that. And it's all very
Phone
nice
Velleman.
and fancy.
Said, just subscribed with my other plan for 15K. Chloe
Oh,
Madison
yeah.
said, insulin pump. Maximum bombastic said, at Chloe Madison, do you have to hide from the repo man?
You see this? You see this? Are you? Do you get the idea? So now, if I play around with stuff, I can turn it on.
Elmas Guzman said,
I can
very cool.
I can adjust the set voltage. And you guys have live graphs. It also does current, but I'm not currently powering
Chloe
anything,
Madison
so it's kind of...
said, the state of California paid for it, lol. Roter Früchtswurg said, fancy live display.
I know, right? Yeah, it does current as well, but I don't currently have that on. But I can also do that and just turn it off, turn it on. And there's obviously two of these, but I only have the one going right now. And
Chloe Madison
let me
said, oh shit.
and let me do this. Hold on. And now if I show you this, no,
Chloe Madison
this.
said, are you reading from the UART on those things?
Yep. And now I can turn it on, turn it off, adjust voltage, adjust current, apply settings, turn it on, and it actually does the things. And turn it off. So I'm pretty happy with this so far. It's not finished yet. I still need to print some stuff, but I don't
Chloe
have
Madison
filament left.
said, I've been wanting to do that for a while.
It's pretty cool. I like it a lot. I've had all of these parts for over a year, and I've just not had the main like thought bubble to put it all together. But now it's a thing.
Roter Frustword said,
It's so cool.
really nice, I like it.
Yeah. So yeah, that's coming at some point. That was it. That was the main thing I was kind of excited for. It just looks so good. It looks so good.
Chloe
It sounds
Madison
so good.
said, is that Home Assistant?
It's not. No, this is a custom thing. It's a pretty custom thing. It's just there's an ESP32 here that runs basically a web server. Well, web server. It hosts a page, and I have two versions of the page.
Chloe
I've got
Madison
like a view page for the stream,
said,
which only shows the stats,
sick.
and one for just me playing around with it. And does this mean that I will have chat-controlled power supply? Wait and see. I'm sure some form of shenanigans will come from it. Anywho, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for 15k. Don't forget to like the stream if you haven't already. And I'll see you in next week's video, which, yes, it is available on Patreon. See ya.
Maximum Bombastic